Well, hello there, fellow strangers on the internet. I wanted to update because my last video was bonkers. Don't watch it. Don't. Reverse psychology, actually, you should. Waste your time on it. Definitely. For sure. But I wanted to update because I'm doing a lot better. When I filmed that, it was Friday, and I was very overwhelmed. It was day one of my period, and we all, my ladies out there know how that goes. Right? Maybe it's not as intense as mine, but for sure we all get hormonal. And it was my first period off of birth control, and I think the birth control was actually managing my hormones a little more. So off of it, it was really interesting to see. Yeah, it's so interesting to see how I'm doing. Yeah, so this is my digital diary. But I wanted to update also because I need to sneeze. Oh, it's teasing me. Okay. I also wanted to update because, for one, I quit my church. Why? I'm still Christian, but not really. I feel ashamed to call myself that if I'm not really being Christianly, you know? I believe in God fully. I do Bible study and I read the Bible, all that. I live by the Bible. I try my best to be righteous every day. But, hey man, I'm a spiritual gal. What can I say? I still believe in astrology. That's the thing though. That's a tricky type of topic because I understand that God is a jealous man. Sometimes he's our father, of course he's gonna be like, you're mine. But, hey man, a dad needs to see his daughter stem into interests, And I think he's okay with that. I think he knows my heart, and I think he knows my mind, and he knows that I believe he is the only one. But I love science, and scientifically, planets are a thing. And it's just astrology is just bonkers. It's too much backed up, and people bro, a Leo is gonna have Leo characteristics. A Cancer is gonna look like a Cancer, it's just too backed up. And yeah, it's not just the sun sign. There's your rising, a whole birth chart. It's astrology with astronomy, so it all ties in together, and I love that. I love studying that. Also, I still get tarot readings. Burn the witch in need. I shouldn't, but I like to know where I'm heading, Also, what else is a sin? Well, yeah, it's just spirituality in general, I still believe in cleansing and aligning my chakras and all that good stuff because it keeps me sane. And I know, put your troubles on Jesus, but I don't want to trouble him. I want to live my life trouble-free for me and everyone around me, that includes him. And you know what? I think he appreciates my effort. So, also, I love marijuana. Cannot lie. I don't agree that it's not an excuse. Okay, I'm not trying to be like, God forgives me, so I'm allowed to sin. No, that's not it. I know that my sins aren't affecting anyone but myself. And for that, I say it's okay for me to do it because it's only affecting me. I'm not sinning by like stealing or lying or cheating or like killing. Like, bro, I just want to get high every now and then, you know? So that's, but another loophole is I'm going to get marijuana prescribed. So it's technically medicine, and we're allowed to take medicine. Yeah, so I'm just gonna microdose. I'm not even gonna get faded, like it's just gonna be like, yeah, I'm a little high, just to keep me going in tough times. But also, today's verse of the day was Proverbs, I don't know, I forgot. 19 verse 17. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done. And I reflected on that, and I was like, yeah, well, of course, why wouldn't you? It actually upsets me when people have an abundance of resources and still are greedy. Like, bro, you're being weird. It's like ill, I'm not rich yet. I'm not rich yet, and I could really use the money, but I see other people, and they're struggling just to get some French fries from McDonald's, and I hate McDonald's. I have the privilege of hating McDonald's. They take what they can get, so you gotta help out, and that's really awesome. But I continued to read the whole chapter and of Proverbs 19, and another one that stood out to me was verse 18. Discipline your children, for in that there is hope. Do not be a willing party to their death. Yes, childhood is a very, very key time in a person's life. That's where everything gets formed, from conditioning to opinions to behavior, all that key good stuff. And yeah, don't be a willing party to their death, because bro, so much of what I thought was normal was because I grew up with it, but it was not normal, and it's not okay. I burped, I'm so sorry, pardon. And it's not okay. I wish I would have been led a little better. My mom did the best she can, and I love her so much, and it was just her, so I give her, she is awesome to me. She's an awesome parent because she had to be both mother and father to me, and I think that's why I love that God called out to me, because I was really lost for a really long time, and I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I never saw the consequence in it, and then I was getting a lot of karma. And I was like, why? And once I started doing like my self-reflective journey, God reached out to me, and that's really awesome because it gives me a new perspective, you know? Another verse that stood out to me was 29 from the same Proverbs 19. Penalties are prepared for mockers, and beatings for the backs of fools. And you know, when I'm making this video, it is July of 2026. Currently, our politics, our economy, etc., is horrible, absolutely disgusting with the people who run America, and it's so disappointing. I like ew. Like ew. I don't America is not cool. There a lot of elites are not cool. There's a lot of bad people out there who are really high up. So I read that verse and I was like, okay, so when will they be punished? Because it's like annoying how much people get away with. And so I was sitting with that for a little bit, and I came to the conclusion they will get what they deserve, but why should I care? You know? I do care because it's the world that we're living in, but I shouldn't need to know what they have in store for them. It's just, I'm gonna let it all play out. Because, you know, I believe in God, but I've never understood the concept of hell and heaven, if I'm being completely honest. To me, I think that when you die, you just die. But I don't know. You know? So, I don't really know how all that works. But this is why it's so tricky. Religion is bonkers. Like, why do we only have to believe in one? I believe in many concepts of the world. I also believe that it's what you're born into, you know? I don't know. But I believe in reincarnation. Maybe because I believe in karmic cycles and ancestors and all that good stuff. So I don't know. What I'm about to say is gonna sound very woo-woo, but you know what? I don't care. I think I'm an ancestral curse breaker of my lineage. I think this is my last timeline on Earth. You don't know. I don't know. Let people believe what they want to believe, bro. Yeah. I just believe that we gotta do our best. And we cannot give up. And oh my god, my stuffed animals. That's a donkey and a lion. The donkey I've had since, well, it was my, I don't know if it was my grandma's or my grandpa's, but my grandpa kept it and I would always play with it. So it became mine. I've had that since like I was born. Maybe even before. I don't know when they got it. And then the lion, it's like my support animal now because I got it. And then, I'm sorry, my food is digesting, so I'm like letting out a lot of air. Burps. Pardon. I got it, and then like a little shortly after I tried to kill myself. That's a cowardly way out. That's a sin. Oops. And I had it with me the whole time, and it made me feel better, because a lion. I have a lot of Leo in my birth chart. Can you tell? So lions are like a sign of bold courage to me. What was I saying? Yeah, bro, just do your best and don't be weird. Don't be weird. But don't try to be cool either, because then you're weird. Then it comes off weird. I've met so many people where they're like trying to be nonchalant, but then it just comes off weird. And they're like, sorry, I'm trying not to be weird. And then I'm like, bro, you trying not to be weird is coming off weird. We can tell you're hiding something, bro. Just be yourself. Please. Literally, what am I talking about? Okay. Yeah. That's my tangent. Just wanted to check in. I'll probably do verses of the day updates. Bye.